rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win, call.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right. Deep grip.
Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Go get it.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
18 Gator. Check 47. Here we go. Check 4, check 4. Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. Jones. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 43.
Here's Kamara out of a pistol. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check out.
First down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
To try again after the sack, Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Airing it out deep, and this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Now Jones, operating from the gun, finds his tight end Ingram. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
80 weapons. Gone.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
You got it. You got it.
Ready? 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Check, 47.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is caught by Williams. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's complete to Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got his man Sharp, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Bridgewater. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Golden Tate. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Just like that.
2nd and 5. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 7-0.
Saints nothing. Albert Rosas, the kickoff for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints first down.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Tyrone Crawford able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Sack City, baby.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Alert 3. Check. Anyway. Hey, stay on. Let it go.
Bridgewater to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater, that is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. 22 yards there, a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Bridgewater. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater now from the 50. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
56. Mike's 56. Hey, watch out.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run here with Ingram, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give right side. It's Freeman, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Recon, 132 Spider.
Throwing Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Check, 47. I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you. Back.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Bridgewater. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jones. And he'll have it past across midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back to throw. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. That one good for 24 yards. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Looking to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Kamara.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Saints on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. 10. Check it out, please. Go.
The 10th carry for Kamara. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now it's Tate. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Freeman again, a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's caught. The tight end Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Ready? 56. Check 56.
You ain't going nowhere.
No.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half.